Today, the video is an interesting question. What is winning?
We all have a satisfaction associated with doing something that somebody finds useful.
So, winning, there was a television character, and I actually don't know who it is, that used to say winning all the time. I think it was somebody that got in trouble with drugs or something. I don't know. But what is winning? Like, what does that mean? I'm winning. I would be willing to bet that most people actually don't know what that means. We say it in a moment or we think it, and usually we mean if something that we're working on were just going the way I wanted, meaning I get a raise, winning, or I win an argument, or something goes just right, or even small things like I find a parking space that's just perfect. So those little ones are fun, right? But what we're really talking about here is overall life, how we approach life. And we've talked about setting objectives or goals or creating the future. I saw a book talked about this morning called Future Casting, which is simply exactly the same thing as creating the future in the results equation, where the future that you create is so specific and so full of the feelings and reasons that it becomes magnetic toward you, and you design it specifically so that you can create it. And so when you think about winning, when you think about creating the things that you want to create, you have to do it in a way that works, right? Because when we think about, I wish I had a bunch of money, I wish that person didn't say whatever they said or do whatever they did. Oh, I should have done this and my relationship's falling apart, or I shouldn't have done this, or whatever it is. And then we feel like we're behind the eight ball, like we are losing. The opposite of winning, like things are not happening the way we want them to. And so we become sad and discouraged and frustrated, and sometimes even dip into despair and sort of feel like giving up. Okay, so what is winning? Because life is never a straight line from here to victory, right? I mean, it's like this, right? We go all over the place, and anyone who's ever tried to start a business, or even worked hard on a relationship, or lost weight, or accomplished some difficult goal, it's never straight there. It's always like this, right? There's ups and downs and things that derail us and everything else. So let's define winning as two parts. Part one, winning, is first defining a very specific place we want to go. It isn't, I want a better life. I want more money. I want to weigh less. I want to feel happy. I want to have a better relationship with God. That's not specific enough. Even something as amorphous and difficult as a better relationship with God, you can be very specific about that. I want to do regular spiritual devotions daily. I want to go to church or the woods and do a weekly worship. And when I do, I want to feel connected. I want to have a sense in me that this matters and it is doing something right and good. That's way more specific than the other. And weight is easy if I want to lose 10 pounds or 50 pounds, or I want to make $1 million. Those are very, unspecific, but I want to have $20,000 unencumbered in the bank in 90 days. That's very specific. That's, clear, time bound, and unencumbered is an important piece, meaning I don't owe it on a bunch of debts and stuff like that. So that's part one, is to have a very specific goal in mind, which includes do what by when. So a time frame and a specific outcome. Now, in the Create the Future module, we talk about the feelings and the reasons associated with that. We don't have time in this short video to do those parts, but creating a very specific outcome that you can describe in detail and repeat over and over. This is what I want. I want this place. And some people use it like a vision board. I want that house, or I want this kind of a view, and they put a view up from a window in a house or something like that. The second piece of winning is that you have a measurable way to tell that you're moving in the right direction. So even though, this happens all over the place as we move from here to here, we have a system of measurements. Maybe it's measuring your cash at the end of every month if it's $20,000 in 90 days, or the number of transactions in the pipeline, or if it's, weight loss, maybe there's a specific, pound goal after every week or 2 weeks. And we know that daily weight can fluctuate significantly because of water weight and, all kinds of other things. So that's this, but once a week at the same time, dressed the same, that's kind of a regular progress marker. So winning, what is winning? The answer is a very specific goal that that's measurable and you can see, that's also bound by time, meaning I'll have it done at a certain time. And the second thing is a set of measurements, a set of ways that you can tell that you're on track. In other words, I'm on a steady growth pattern, even though the graph might go like this. If I plot here to here, it is up. And here to here, it is up. And here to here, it is up. If you can create that model for yourself, that is winning. And then you can look at your goal, whatever it is, and you can say, I am winning. I'm all over the place. I get it. But in the trend, I'm winning. I'm moving in the direction I want to move. I'm creating the things I want to create. I am winning. So that is how I would define winning. And what I encourage you to do is pick something right now. I mean, this daily transformation for the bold, this is something you can do today. Pick one small thing that you absolutely want to get done, and don't put it out 5 years. Absolutely want to have done in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, something short term. And create that precise goal, and then a good way to measure that so that you can know if you're winning. And if you do that, you'll have not only a clear goal, you'll have a sense of, I can actually do this, there's a path, and you'll have a way to tell if you're on track. Now, there's a whole bunch of other pieces to this, as you would see, which is what are all the steps to do and accountability and everything. And we're not talking about that in this video. We have talked and we'll talk about them in others. But we spend so much time wishing instead of winning that is unnecessary. You can be winning. Break your goals down. Pick small ones, figure out how to measure them and how to take the steps that just move you in that thing on one goal and create the feeling of success. And then do it again and do it again. So it's like, I said it, I created it, I did it. I said it, I did it. I said it, I did it. And if you create the habit of that success with small things, the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. So if you create a little habit of being in integrity, keeping your word, on the way to a larger goal, and even if the larger goal is only 30 days, did I do the things today that mattered for that? Did I do the things today that mattered for that? That is winning. So that's what I wanted to tell you today. This is how we know when we're winning. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the videos. Take this opportunity, leave a comment, subscribe most of all, and don't forget to spread the word about this channel.